Hello nerds, we are playing Beat the Battery Life today, so we're gonna rush through this. This is Generally Nerdy, the show is your week in nerddom. I am Dustin, and this is an intro. Again, no housekeeping, just got a bunch of stuff on my plate as far as editing projects and video projects and all that stuff, so we gotta keep these guys short and succinct, and to help with that we have no music section, unfortunately, though we do have a TV section, so let's talk TV streaming. And actually, we only have one thing in TV streaming, and it is Lost in Space. Netflix has announced that they have, in fact, renewed Lost in Space for a third season, but this will be its final season over on the platform, on the streaming platform, which I kind of am a little heartbroken about, but this seems to be the way of things for Netflix, so I guess it should have been expected. I don't know, I felt like this one could have gone for at least 5 seasons, but that's just me. That's all we have in TV streaming. It's a slow news week. So now we're moving over into movies, and movies, we've got a couple of things to talk about. First off, we have Thor, Love and Thunder. We got quasi-official confirmation, being as it's from one of the actors in the movie, that Christian Bale will be playing the villain for the Thor at Love and Thunder movie, which is kind of significant, I feel like. I feel like this is obviously this is his first comic book villain, not his first villain ever. I mean, American Psycho was a thing. Whew, brain almost just forgot the words. So yeah, but this will be a very interesting, who the villain is, we still don't know, so if the rumors of Christian Bale being a computer-generated character are true, then he'll be, I don't know, they could theoretically make Beta Ray Bill a villain, theoretically. Still have no idea exactly what to expect there, but as we get more news, we will be covering it. Also, we got confirmation from Vin Diesel that we will be seeing some of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the new Thor movie, so yeah, not that that's really shocking, but it's fun to talk about. So, moving on, we are talking next about Sonic the Hedgehog. This one comes from another actor attached to the movie, James Marsden, who was the live-action lead, I guess you could say, from the movie, is saying that he has signed a contract for multiple sequels. He wouldn't go into specifics for how many sequels he signed up for, but he did say it's basically as many as they want to make. That was his way to get around the NDA. So we are at least getting 1, probably 2, maybe even 3 sequels, or a spin-off along the way. I bet we get a Tales spin-off associated with this franchise because of its popularity from the first movie. So that's all we've got there. Next, we're moving over to Spawn, and hold your breath because, don't hold your breath, I guess, because the rumors are not true, and the rumors, we were going to get into the rumors on the rumor mill, but then Todd MacFarlane comicbook.com came out and said, oh no, we've got sources that say legitimately it's not the thing you're worried about. So the rumor was, because Todd MacFarlane said they lost an Academy Award winning guy from the project, and that Academy Award-winning person had a lot of backers, people signed on. Well, if he's attached to it, then sign me up. I'll give you all my money. And then this guy, scheduling conflicts and things got in the way, and he had to leave. It is not Jamie Foxx that they lost. It was one of the writers. As they are retweaking the script for the movie, the scheduling and things, like I said, got in the way, and they lost a writer, not Jamie Foxx. So, Jamie Foxx is still attached to play the lead role in Todd MacFarlane's Spawn reboot, and we can breathe a sigh of relief. That is all we have for movies, though. Now, let's talk about gaming. Gaming is going to be super quick, too. We have one update in gaming. Doom 64 is getting a cross-console re-release. So Switch, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, all of these are getting the Doom 64 game re-released. It is going to be released the same day as Doom Eternal. I believe it's only a digital download, so keep that in mind. And the studio, Nightdive Studios, that is developing the port, is adding a little bit of extra content to it, not the least of which being an additional mission at the end of the game. Once you've beat the proper Doom 64, there's a second, or an additional, I guess, an additional mission that has some ties to the Doom Eternal storyline. So that's pretty cool. Like, I never played well, no, I take it back. I never owned Doom 64. I did play it. So it'll be really fun nostalgia to go through this, and then it'll be really cool to see how it ties into Doom Eternal. But that's all we've got gaming. We've got 2 pieces in comic books to cover. First off, we finally have the release date for the Three Jokers book. Three Jokers issue number 1 is going to be June 17th. Set to be written by Geoff Johns with Jason Fabok and Brad Anderson doing artwork for it. So I cannot wait for this. Go to your local comic book shop and get that put in your pull box. That's what we've got there, though. So now we're moving into the final piece for comic books, and this one's a little more meta. It has to do with Comic Cons. So we talked in the last episode about how Emerald City Comic Con has been postponed until the summer. Now we're talking about WonderCon and San Diego Comic Con International. So WonderCon, which also takes place in San Diego, is set to go forward as scheduled. The dates for that are April 10th, 11th, and 12th, and then San Diego Comic-Con International is going to be July 25th, July 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. So if you have tickets to either of those conventions, you are still in luck. You do get to go to your Comic-Con. That's all we've got for comic books, though, guys. Now let's talk rumors, and rumors is equally as short as everything else in this episode. Like I said, slow news week. So first and foremost, we have the Mad Max Furiosa prequel movie. They just got Yahya Abdul-Mateen signed. Abdul-Mateen II, I suppose I should say, is his proper name, and you say people's names, right? So he has rumored to have signed a contract which attaches him to this movie. But being as he and the director both have projects that are happening in the meantime, we won't know this 100% until they go into actual production on the Furiosa movie. And also, there is another rumor attached to this, so this is a twofer. There is another rumor attached to the Mad Max Furiosa movie that they might have to recast Furiosa. Charlize Theron, however the heck you're supposed to say her last name, potentially is not returning to the title role. So, very interesting the direction they could be taking this. But that's what we've got there. And then our only other rumor has to do with Space Jam 2, the LeBron James fronted 20 plus years in the making reboot movie, sequel, whatever it's going to be. It has a couple of really interesting rumors attached to it, and those being that this is going to be what they're calling a WB-verse movie, in that we're going to see a bunch of really super random cameos from all of the Warner Brothers intellectual properties. Specifically, the rumors started with The Mask, who is apparently, according to this rumor, going to be playing the referee in the movie. It's a strange choice. I don't know if I buy it. Also, we're going to be seeing the Joker, a la Jared Leto, though it probably won't be played by Jared Leto. It'll be a stand-in or a CG version of it. And also Pennywise from It, we're very likely going to be seeing. There was a whole list of these cameos that have apparently been quote-unquote leaked. I don't think I buy it, because the first movie wasn't really that. And it seems like the trend is, if the first movie that we're being a legacy sequel to did it, then by all means, let's do it. But if it's not in there, then it's probably not going to be in the legacy sequel either. everyone, like seriously everyone, even up to The Matrix, though that one has a little bit more legs because cross promotion, you know, they might, I also would not be surprised to see like a Mortal Kombat character in there somehow, kind of like Ready Player One, how it was just stuff in the background. That might be the case. I don't think any of these cameos is going to have a predominant role like The Mask as the referee. Just doesn't sound like a thing that even Warner Brothers would do. Not saying that Warner Brothers makes the best decisions, but there you go. And there have been a lot of comparisons, according to these rumors, that are saying that this is going to be very similar to like the Lego Movie, where they just kind of throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at it and see what sticks. Again, I don't think this has a lot of legs, but it is everywhere right now. Like, almost every one of my sources was talking about this. So, I don't know, maybe there's some verification that I've missed, but that is all we have for rumors. And also the episode. So what did I miss, guys? What should we talk about in the next one? Let me know in the comments down below. If, though, you need to go deeper into the conversation, jump over to the website, generallynerdy.net. There, you know, go find the things and do the stuff. There's a Patreon, patreon.com/generallynerdy. That is the place to get even more content and all of the back episodes for the audio podcast and all that jazz. So go check out the Patreon, support the channel. Just $1 a month really does a lot. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click one of these boxes below my face to find out all of the other things that are going on the channel. Just ding the bell, thumbs up, you know, all the things that everybody asks you to do. Before we go, though, guys, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.